Okay, now we're going to learn how to draw a vector diagram. Now, vectors are divided into two kinds of questions. You can have a 90-degree vector. You can also have a angled vector. I'm going to show you how to complete the 90-degree vector first. Okay, if you have a 90-degree vector, always check if they are continuous. Now, in this case, the vector is not continuous, so I need to shift the vectors. What do I mean by continuous? Okay, if you look at this vector, this is a continuous vector. I have an arrow direction I can follow from here to here. So this is a starting point, this is the ending point. I complete the vector by drawing from starting point to ending point. And the arrow of the vector is always from start to end. You point like this. Double arrow to indicate that it's a resultant vector. Okay, this is for continuous vector. Same thing, I can have the angled vector. It is also continuous in this case. Start to end. I'll draw one line from here to the ending point. Double arrow to indicate resultant vector. Okay, now this is very easy. The one that is a little bit more complicated is the non-continuous vector. In this case, I need to shift the vector. So I'll shift. I'll choose one of them to shift. I'll shift this example. Now ensure that when you're shifting, you're keeping them at the same direction. So I can either use a set square or use another ruler to do the shifting. I'm going to show you how to shift using the ruler. Okay, place your ruler on the line that you want to shift. Place your set square underneath, lock it, and then you slide the ruler along your set square to where the arrow is, and you draw the line. Okay, measure the distance of this vector. This is 3.3 cm. Okay, measure the same distance. Okay, ensure that it's also 3.3 cm. Indicate the excess, erase away. Okay, now I have a starting point and an ending point. From here, I will draw a line. This will be my resultant vector. Okay, and this is now your new position of the vector that you have shifted. For angled vectors, you do the same thing. If I'm going to shift, example, this way, because it's not continuous right now, okay, use your set square or your extra ruler. Okay, place one ruler on the line that you want to shift. Place your set square or the other ruler underneath, lock it, slide to this arrow, stop here. Okay, draw the line, measure the line that you have shifted, measure the distance. This is 4.2 cm. Okay, 4.2. I'm going to measure the same distance on the ray that I've shifted. 4.2 cm, a little bit more. Okay, now this is my shifted vector. Okay, example, if this is vector 1, vector 2, I've shifted vector 1. I'll label this as vector 1. So now this is starting point, this is my ending point. Draw a line from start to end. Mark with a double arrow. This is my resultant vector. Okay, now how to find the magnitude of the resultant vector? You place your ruler, measure the distance of the resultant vector. This is 7.9 cm. Now if the given scale is 1 cm is to 10 Newton, 7.9 cm, which is the length of the resultant vector, multiplied by 10 will give me the value of 79 Newton. This would be the magnitude of the resultant vector.